it's what we don't know. What we don't know about how really in control of our own health we can be. And I know that a lot of this stuff isn't easy, but there's so much we can do to improve our health just by taking charge of what we eat.
Yeah. Well, as normal standards go, she's extremely healthy.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I don't know if they've always done cow dairy or not, but.
And sometimes, you get, your DNA just makes you a little bit more vulnerable to certain things. So one person can eat XYZ and not have an issue, but for this person, that particular food can be a real problem because they have some sort of genetic predisposition or their DNA or their immune system has been compromised for some reason. So it's also why nutrition can be a little bit confusing because there's no blanket rule for everybody. Well, this person eats this way and they don't have any problems, but this person eats this way and they've got time problems. So it definitely is very individualistic. Because ultimately food allergies and food sensitivities are still a symptom. There's an underlying cause. And so I think you go right for the underlying cause. Address what's going on in there. And if you address what's going on in your digestive system combined with a clean diet, you shouldn't have an issue with good clean foods that nature gives us.
Okay, my friend, the reason I came to you, one of them, but the main one was one of my friends brought her son to you on the recommendation of her pediatrician.
Yes.
And I was like, it's amazing.
Yeah. Yes. So more people like that. Yes.
She brought me to you.
Yes. Awesome. I think it is true because I've seen, I've been working with food allergy blood results for so many years now, and I've seen this pattern, because there's so much controversy on the test that I needed to research and go further in depth. And there is a pattern to it. So again, really, I look at it as a symptom now. We're not designed to digest processed food. The likelihood is if you have something in your digestive system that has caused it to be weakened, your chances of being sensitive and having issues with the main ingredients in processed foods is very high. Wheat, cow dairy, soy, peanuts, corn, and I see that pattern over and over again where people have developed and food sensitivity or food reaction to those foods because their body throws an antibody because they're already compromised digestively and their body can't deal with these heavily processed foods. So again, if you clean up the diet, eliminate the processed foods, or do them so infrequently, because if we're kids and we live in the American culture, it's a little bit difficult to go completely out. The human body was designed to eat things of nature, and it's not normal for us to reject fruits and vegetables. And I think the reality is that if you don't change the way you eat, I think this is why it's so important to come see me or any other holistic nutritionist that truly understands food and the relationship with food that our bodies have. But unless you change how you eat, not just what you eat, you can manage symptoms, but you're not ever going to recover and realize optimal health. And, at the heart of these different nutritional philosophies, having a majority of your diet be plant-based is really what gets us healthy. If we trade this gluten-free pretzel, this pretzel for this gluten-free pretzel, and we're still going to eat crackers and pretzels and cookies all day, we're not ever really going to get better. We might minimize some of the symptoms because gluten is one of the most inflammatory foods. But again, we're not going to experience full recovery if we sometimes don't trade that pretzel